Icy, snow-covered roads, blowing snow, low visibility. You've really got to put on all of your winter driving skills full on. We had a couple of reminders from the OPP. Kasia Badurka was checking in with them yesterday while she was stranded with cameraman Madassar up in Parry Sound. Okay, so let's break down the Friday forecast. Great to see you. As we go into the weekend, bands of snow coming off Georgian Bay. There's a westerly wind here. You can just about make it out, can't you? A west with a slight southwest tilt that will become a bit more pronounced this evening. When is it going to end? We're getting some modest accumulations today. It is in its last gasp, this round at least, and overnight it's going to be chilly, but the snow squalls will be coming to an end. Temperatures and wind chill still below average. We're going to be going up significantly tomorrow in terms of temperatures, and there will be some rain coming in the long-range forecast. I know, rain after the snow and the 10-degree below normal temperatures. The freezing rain is more likely to be an issue in parts of southwestern Ontario. That's early morning. And we'll have some morning precipitation around the GTA Golden Horseshoe spreading from west to east. Could briefly be a little freezing rain before it goes over to rain. Rain a big concern for arguably the biggest weather story of the week in Buffalo. And I was looking around yesterday at photos on social media, and I do use Twitter, as many of us do here, and it serves a great purpose, particularly at times like this. I found what I think is perhaps the most incredible snow shot I've seen in my entire Weather Network career. And I want you to have a look at this. It hasn't been Lake Nipissing that's been making headlines this week. It's been Lake Erie. Lake Erie burying its snow squall, dumping close to 8 feet of snow in Buffalo, New York, and we continue to follow that story there. We've had some epic snow at times in parts of southern Ontario. Thankfully, not that much, but we've had 1 to 2 feet of snow. We've had close to 60 centimeters of snow, I know, in parts of Georgian Bay, and we've had close to a meter up around Seguin, Parry Sound, and that was at last check. I bet you've got even more now. Temperatures this evening, and there's North Bay, -5. Actually, a little bit warmer than Toronto. Well, we've got a bit of a change coming. The winds are shifting to the southwest. That will start to shut down some of the snow squalls starting tonight. And you can see that southwest wind starting to warm up, ironically, the north before the south. That's my sharp-eyed director, John DeGarris, spotting that one and musing why North Bay was going to be so mild. We use that term loosely, of course. There's the warmer air, bona fide above zero temperatures tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, and moving into southern Ontario. So we're going to turn milder and unsettled. We'll have a little bit of freezing rain if you're traveling tomorrow, particularly in southwestern Ontario, but then a change over to rain. So it won't be very long lasting. This fairly weak low is moving through, be a bit of snow across the north. Hey, snow! You know where I'm going with this, don't you? And that's, of course, the Huntsville area, and they've had plenty of snow through Muskoka this week. There's the Huntsville forecast. Warming up, so is Niagara Falls. If you're thinking about taking a little drive through the Niagara region, you'll see more snow, by the way, down towards Niagara, closer to Buffalo. 3, 7, 12 degrees. Uxbridge, there's Barrie. There's Sunday overall. Sunday, Toronto, above average and a bit more warmer when we get to Monday. And the reason for this, we've got a big low moving in, and that look ahead, first little weak low comes through, Clipper system from the prairies delivering snow, and this low joining forces, the U.S. low, we'll see a rather large scale system with a lot of rain, southern and northern Ontario. With more, your local forecast. Well, we made it to Friday. Got to look at your weekend forecast coming up. Kind of mixed news, I think, but at least temperatures are getting a little warmer. Good to see you. Suzanne Leonard with the team. John DeGarris at the controls. Here we go with a look at, how about some shout outs for some of you, like Evan Barr, Wasaga Beach, viewer photos, snow squalls, looking out. Looks like it's hard to tell if we're looking towards the water, but you certainly get the feeling. Must be looking towards the water. That would be the band of lake effect snow, or maybe coming in overland there. But a good moody shot just goes to show and illustrate how well you can get sunshine and snow squalls side by side. And then this, I just shook my head when I saw this one. Stratford, Ontario, heavy loads on roofs. A lot of it melting naturally. They're really concerned in Buffalo, New York, of course, with the snow. 2 meters deep, how much it's fallen, and with some rain and a warm-up on the way, that could cause more roof collapses. So a very serious story there. A bit more lake effect snow for them today, and the southwest winds becoming a little more southwesterly this evening. This flow bringing on the east shore of Georgian Bay and Lake Huron more snow today. Not a lot more, a little bit more. Becoming warmer and breezy is really our forecast as we look ahead. And these little white lines here are showing you the wind direction. So it kicks into the southwest. We'll get a little precipitation tomorrow. Could be a little freezing rain to start off, and then actually rain showers for southern Ontario passing through Saturday, and then we'll have a partial clearing as we go into Sunday. But some showers certainly for a period. A bigger low comes for us Sunday night into Monday. You can ski this weekend at Horseshoe Valley and at Dagmar and at Hidden Valley, and you can ski in some other parts of the country too. Winter hasn't really let go yet of Western Canada, and that'll be a nice long season, weather permitting, right through to April, and I think Blackcomb stays open until May, if you can just imagine. Now, I want to get off that shot and show you the temperatures, some of the numbers here. 5, 8, 12 degrees. So from way below normal to above average temperatures. Toronto, Oshawa, Hamilton, and Barrie. But we've got a lot of rain coming Sunday night into Monday. We'll be watching for that, and so too will our neighbors. What a week it's been. You were looking at Cheektowaga, New York, and Buffalo. We've been showing you scenes of Parry Sound today, yesterday, this week. First big snowfall of the season for southern Ontario. First measurable snowfall, that horrific commute a couple of nights ago. And what a horrific and historic week it has been in the U.S. Just by the numbers alone, close to 2 meters of snow, areas part of the greater Buffalo region and nearby, Wales Centre, Cheektowaga, Hamburg. You know, from Cheektowaga to Fort Erie, Ontario is less than 20 kilometers. Less than 20 kilometers away, and look how much snow. And in the Buffalo region, the West Seneca neighborhood, I found this photo for you. I was looking for something to tell the story with. And of course, many of you know, we communicate with you. Just some incredible photos and stories this week. And by the way, the last footnote to that story, that photo, that tweet that I shared with you, I've had well over 400 retweets and favorites on that message alone. So it just goes to show the power of that form of communication. Incredible stuff. This is a visible satellite that my wonderful director, John DeGaris, recorded earlier for you, earlier this afternoon. We need the sunlight to be able to use or see an image on the visible satellite. Bands of lake effect snow coming south of Collingwood over towards the 400 at times, and a few flurries around the Golden Horseshoe. But there's the Buffalo region, and there's the squall trying to bring more snow. Not quite as organized, but it is dumping more snow today south of the border. The wind direction west with a slight southwest tilt. That's what the wind arrows show. The blue areas show areas at risk of snow, and it's warming up here at home and in Buffalo. And what are they going to do with 2 meters of snow? And it boggles the mind. You can push it off roofs. You can truck it to certain parts of the city. You can get it and dump it into the lake. But they've not got a lot of time to deal with an abundance of snow. And the risk of flooding is certainly pretty high. 14 degrees on Monday, down to 5 on Tuesday. And that's the trend for Buffalo. Kind of a similar trend here at home. Coming up, we'll take a look at your local forecast. You'll see your numbers, and they jump way above normal. We've been 10 below normal for temperatures this week. The warm-up starts tomorrow. We'll be above zero. This is a bit of freezing rain, probably only a couple of hours. Then we change over to showers, and that'll start very early in the morning for Windsor, push towards London, Kitchener, and Toronto. We could still see a bit of that icy mix, perhaps briefly, on Saturday, earlier in the day. Later in the day, it's showers, it's unsettled. Then it is brighter to start Sunday, and a bigger low to finish Sunday, take us into Monday. And certainly it is, after the cold, a November thaw. Big facts, big northern rivers. We had some northern cold air flood across southern Ontario this week with predictable results, lake effect snow, system snow. We're going to look ahead, but first I want to share with you this memorable moment for our team.
This is probably the worst weather that I have reported from yet.
You know, it's always interesting. I know you enjoy that, and I know we do too, as when we're viewers as well. We want to know what's going on behind the scenes, what it's really like. You want the information, you want the straight goods, the news, but what it's really like, and that's what it was like. Kasha Badurka, the Parry Sound area. Kasha and cameraman Madaster Chowdhury actually got stranded, safely stranded, but stranded, cut off in Parry Sound just the other day because the highway going in and out of town was shut down. We've had some major roads shut down. We've still got southwest winds, still some lake effect snow for Buffalo, among others. Perry Sound, it's all kind of shutting down tonight. Then we'll have a system warming us up. Little freezing rain possible to our southwest mainly, over to showers for us. A warmer weekend coming and a wind out of the southwest. Coming up, your local forecast. And then, you know, I've got an old familiar friend to join us. Santa Claus is coming to town Saturday, tomorrow. He's going to make an appearance in Aurora. He'll be in St. Catharines on Sunday. Snow and Santa starting to come a little bit more to front of mind, right? Top of mind with lake effect snow. It's been a huge story this week, continuing for areas south of the border, also for Perry Sound and McTier and around through Collingwood. And Collingwood, Santa will make an appearance tomorrow as well. As I understand, the Santa Claus parade takes place there as well. Collingwood getting some bands of lake effect snow today. You can see a bit of that banding coming down towards the GTA, Hamilton area, and you can see more snow coming up towards Buffalo. This is a visible satellite. This is the actual view from space. My great director, John DeGarris, recorded it for us earlier this afternoon. When you look down, you see open water, and then you see bands of snow, and that's become a bit more of a story. You know, trying to take it in stride. You know, kids, snow day, 1, 2, 3, 4 snow days, I think in some areas, at least 3, close to 2 meters of snow, so many areas. And West Seneca is a suburb basically of the greater Buffalo area. Fort Erie, 14 centimeters only, and then less than 20 kilometers away, 2 meters of snow. An average winter, well, there's some perspective for you, a whole season's worth of snow. Why? Well, we had the right setup. We had all that cold Arctic air flooding down from the far north. No impediment to it, what we call a cross-polar flow. We sometimes get that. We don't typically get it in November. And then when we get the winds coming out of the same direction, hour after hour, day after day, we get big bands of lake effect snow when the water's unfrozen and the temperature difference between surface and upper levels is big enough. What we are going to see is a big jump in temperatures come Monday, Sunday into Monday, and we're going above zero as well. The risk of flooding is particularly high, of course, in those hard-hit neighborhoods south of the border. Freezing rain in pink, snow in blue, a brief period of freezing rain, and then over to rain showers moving through fairly light tomorrow, but nonetheless noticeable, milder, unsettled temperatures going way up. A bit of a November thaw, as we've been calling it, as we get into Sunday, and we'll see a bigger push of rain, 10 millimeters or so, late Sunday into Monday. A chilly temperature forecast, anything in blue is sub-zero, but we are generally warming up, and that huge warm-up coming south of the border as well. I bet you're anxious to see exactly what our temperatures will be. Let me present this to you, and I'm just going to step out of the way so you can see fully. 6 degrees is our normal high at this time of year. -1 is our normal low. So it'll jump up to low temperatures that are normal next week, but will be way above average. 6 degrees at night. We haven't even been 6 above zero all week long. Well, taking a look at your weekend forecast. Is the snow done yet? How about the cold air? Suzanne Leonard and the team here with the winds still out of the west, turning slightly southwest through the evening. That'll push the squalls further north, and eventually they will be shutting down in the overnight hours. It's been a big week for Perry Sound, for Wyerton, for the Bruce Peninsula. It's been a huge week south of the border. We've been reporting on the Buffalo story for you, around 2 meters of snowfall there, and the risk of flooding is certainly very serious as we go into this warming period. Let's get through the forecast, shall we? This evening, still below average temperatures. We should be around -1 for an overnight low. Well, we're not even at the lows yet with these -6s and 7s, but we've actually got a bit of a reversal. We're going to be warming up rather than cooling down overnight and into tomorrow. The warm-up most notable, I will say, tomorrow during the day. A little bit of freezing rain coming into the west side of the Great Lakes. There are some advisories for that south of the border. Special weather statements here at home. More likely west of Toronto, Hamilton, but before we change over to rain, it could be a little bit icy. There's your Saturday forecast highs. Normal temperatures are close to it, slightly above average for Sunday, and Monday even warmer but even wetter. Taking us back to normal temperatures Tuesday, but Sunday night, Monday, look for some wet weather. Look for something else. We have got a few changes that we want to share with you now, and we're going to be welcoming an old friend.
Thank you, Suzanne. I am meteorologist Gary Archibald, and after several years working with meteorologist Nicole Karkic on the evening show, I look forward to working on the GTA Afternoon Drive Show. Thanks for joining me and Chris May next week.
It'll be a great team, and I gotta say, it's been a real pleasure to be chatting with you all here on the Weather Network for, what is it now, 15 plus years? And I've got to say, those 15 years, I've spent a lot of time with a very special director, former switcher, John DeGaris, who's behind the controls right now. So it's a small team, but a mighty team that is very proud to bring you the weather every day. All right, we thank you for your time warming up, cooling down. That's the recap. I'm going to bump over to the national side of things. So I'll be joining you on the Weather Network at different times of the day, but we'll all still be here 24/7. Have a safe weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Look out for that wet weather. Enjoy the warm up. It cools down. Nights ago. That wasn't a big event, but it was the first snow of the season for the Greater Toronto area, for the Golden Horseshoe, first widespread snow, and it was accompanied by a really horrific commute home. We've seen epic snowfall around some of the snow belts, particularly Buffalo, and I've got something I need to update you on there in just a second. Great to see you, Suzanne Leonard, John DeGaris at the controls. We're happy to spend our Friday with you. Lake effect snow, westerly winds. Blue areas show you where the snow is going to fall for the remainder of the evening, and then it'll tilt a bit more southwest. Squalls go northwest, and they shut down altogether overnight, which is good news, especially for Buffalo and for closer to home, Parry Sound. Well, on home turf, I'll put it that way. I realize Buffalo is technically closer to Toronto and Hamilton. Barrie, I guess you're kind of midway between. Barrie -10, feeling like -17. Similar temperatures, Toronto, Hamilton tonight. Mississauga, Markham the same. Tomorrow morning, we start off cool, sub-zero, below normal temperatures. We'll be seeing rain, but it's freezing rain changing to rain. Southwestern Ontario, Georgian Bay, the more likely areas. And we'll see that chance a little later in the morning, spreading over towards Toronto, but a big warm-up is coming. Big warm-up with rain, not good for soaked and buried neighborhoods, buried by lake effect snow in Buffalo. And I went looking on Twitter yesterday for some of these photos, and I wanted to bring you something, find something a little different. Well, I found actually what I think is one of the most incredible snow shots I have seen in my entire Weather Network career. Have a look. Imagine, if you will, that this was your neighborhood. Wintry conditions while you can. We were talking about Whistler a moment ago. Whistler opens up for skiing tomorrow early. Lake Louise, Alberta, already open, and you can ski in Ontario as well. Tell you where in just a second. Great to see you. Suzanne Leonard and the team here. John DeGaris, our director, at the controls today. This evening, -6, -7, -9. This is still cooler than normal. Cold air, sub-zero. We should be above zero in the daytime. We should be a little below zero at night. We are a lot below normal, but things are changing. Southwest winds. There's the wind arrow. There's a system to our north. We're in the warm sector, generally speaking, so we are going to be milder and unsettled tomorrow. And you're seeing a whole lot of icons here. We'll eventually go over to some rain. We are going to start with a little bit of snow in some more northerly locales, and there's a fairly good chance that there'll be a little bit of freezing rain. Not for long, but maybe a few hours, freezing drizzle, some icy road conditions, particularly to the west of the Golden Horseshoe early Saturday. All right, you can ski. Get there safely. Oh, you can. Over 40 centimeters of snow this week. So some pretty decent conditions. 2, 4, then 8 degrees with some rain on Monday. So that's the Huntsville forecast. Niagara Falls, maybe you're just going to check out the falls. They would be quite beautiful with a lot more ice formations now than compared to a week ago. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a drive. Uxbridge, Barrie, there are lots of Santa Claus parades as well happening this weekend. The Ontario Tourism website, you'll find all the details there. And of course, I'll tell you about a few of them today as well. Sunday's temperatures, 6, 7, 8 degrees. Monday's temperatures, 12, 13 degrees, about double what we should be at this time of year. So Saturday into Saturday night, we'll have that bit of messy weather. It'll end with showers, not a lot of precipitation. Sunday's fairly dry, some sunshine, late day cloud cover. Barrie, Georgian Bay will get the precipitation before the GTA. Everyone will have it by the end of Sunday into Monday. And notice the isobars, that's a fairly robust system. It's coming out of the south, it pumps up our temperatures, and it will be rain. At this point, it looks like maybe around 10 millimeters of rain. Temperatures up, then down. Your local weather's coming up, plus the Long Ranger with a more in-depth look. Kim McDonald. Good to see you. Our team bringing you the latest weather, a little trip around the world. Always a fun way to start things off. It's Friday. Get your Friday on. Get into the weekend. The weekend's going to be warmer. Santa Claus parade's happening. Let's see, in Oshawa, in Hamilton, in Aurora, in Collingwood on Saturday. St. Catharines, I think you're on Sunday. And we've got a bit of active weather coming for this evening for travelers. Westerly winds shifting a bit more southwesterly. So this arrow will come down and these blue areas will go up a little bit and eventually shut down. But these are all the risk zones for lake effect snow around Simcoe and up around Georgian Bay. Becoming warmer and breezy. Okay, we've got the little white arrows on here. So you can see that southwesterly wind I was mentioning really dig in. And as that digs in, a system is approaching, fairly weak overnight, some clouds, showers could start early Saturday as a little bit of freezing rain, and then we'll clear out and we'll have a decent start to Sunday. And then when we get deeper into the long range forecast, we're going to get much warmer and also a whole lot wetter, which is not good news for some around the Great Lakes. We've had plenty of snow, a view of Georgian Bay, the Blue Mountains. Mike Foster, thanks for that photo. And, you know, it's great to be talking about ski hills already as well. They're open today. Toronto, Hamilton, Barrie, Oshawa, don't forget some decent weather clothing for Santa's arrival if you're watching the parade in Hamilton on Saturday. And a big game, of course, it's the Eastern Final CFL pre-Grey Cup, the lead up, and that's on Sunday. Looking pretty good. We'll be right back.